Star Trek Starfleet Academy took a big turn in the latest episode. Yeah, especially for Terima, the Betazoid, played by one of the show's breakout stars, Zoe Steiner.
I can feel it. They don't know what to do.
Her species are tuned into emotions, and Zoe told me she uses that to her advantage.
Ever since I was little, I've always been told I'm too sensitive. That was sort of my Achilles heel. And then, we all sort of were cast for a reason, and that I can trust in that and bring that to the table.
A new episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy drops this week on Paramount Plus. For CBS Entertainment, I'm Matt Wolf.
Hey, it's CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
There are places where people talk, and then there are places that people talk about. News Radio WGNS is both on air, online, and on the phone. FM 1019, FM 100.5, WGNSradio.com. The Good Neighbor Network. We're the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Playana to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues on this President's Day, the 26th. It's the 16th of February.
Don't rush us now.
Man, I was ready. That would be next Thursday. February just makes me happy because that means spring is around the corner. Michael Shirley is the voice that you heard there in the background. He and MJ are here. His, I guess, boss, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Teenager now. MJ just celebrated his 13th birthday. That's right.
Yep.
Teenager now. MJ just celebrated his 13th birthday.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I feel quite old. Yes.
We both have adult children too,
That's
though.
right.
So
That's right.
that goes to show. But Michael, you have been a longtime 4-H supporter. You actually worked with Extension for a while, and still heavily involved because of your kids, right?
That is exactly right. So we first met in 4-H,
we did.
through 4-H, through the Horse and Pony Club with Mitchell Moat. If he's out there listening, Mitchell, this is all because of you. Thank you very much.
You're the reason why.
It's all your fault. Yeah. But my first real job was with Extension, and I did that for 8 years as a 4-H agent. And loved it, absolutely loved that job, and then left there to go to Riverdale High School to become their agriculture teacher. Did that for another 6 years, and then my wife and I opened a veterinary hospital here in town, and I went to help her full-time. And this is breaking news. Pew, pew, pew. I'm heading back to Siegel High School tomorrow to help with their ag program for the rest of the school year. So I'm returning to the classroom officially tomorrow for at least the rest of this school year.
That's interesting that you mentioned that. I saw Mr. Andrus a couple of weeks ago, and he was asking about my daughter, Bobby, who was going to go into that field. He said, well, if she's got her degree. I said, well, right. So that's where you're going, huh?
Yep, I'm going over there, be teaching one agriculture mechanics class and some greenhouse classes as well. So I'm excited to return to the classroom. I've really missed teaching. One of my outlets for my teaching bug is I've been to volunteer with the 4-H program. When I first interviewed with them, they asked why I wanted that job, and I said, well, this is something I would do as a volunteer if I wasn't employed by it. Mm-hmm. And that's true. I really love agriculture education, and my favorite 4-H project was the poultry project. And my youngest son, MJ, who's here with us today, his favorite project in 4-H has been the poultry project. And so they had some turnover there at the extension office, and they were without a 4-H agent to help with the poultry group. And so I called them up and I volunteered so that I mean, honestly, I did it so that my son could have that opportunity. But man, this is our second year volunteering, and just again, it just fires me up to work with the kids, especially in that poultry project group.
Yeah. So, MJ, how long have you been in the poultry group?
I've been in the poultry group since 4th grade when you can start 4-H, and I've really enjoyed it since then.
Okay.
And now what grade are you in?
7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So about 3 years, I guess.
Yep.
3 years. So 2 that you've helped to lead the group,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
You know, sometimes that's what happens. But what do you enjoy most about poultry?
What I enjoy most about poultry is like I get to know that I helped raise something, and it gives me a lot of like responsibilities, which is I think good for me.
Okay. So
Now, what else do you like, MJ?
I like the money.
oh, the money.
My dad buys the food, so I get the extra cash from selling the birds.
Okay.
And the eggs. He's got a little egg business too.
I was going to say, the eggs have to be a part of this somewhere along the line.
That's
so,
right.
Well, I want to talk about the money part in just a second. But, I grew up with the horse project. You know, the horses are there every day. They have to be fed, when it was 15 below zero, you have to go out, break the water. I mean, the work is there every day. So you understand that, obviously. You work that, right?
I do.
Well, tell me, what is that like, that responsibility that you have to do this every single day?
I enjoy it most times, but there are those days where, like you said, it's really cold and you have to go out there and switch out all the waters, and I don't particularly enjoy that, but I keep doing it because it's fun.
What time does your day begin, MJ?
5 o'clock.
In the morning.
In the morning.
And why does it start so early?
Because my bus gets to my house at 6.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he has to get up every morning, and I don't wake him up. I'm still sleeping at 5 o'clock in the morning if I can. So he gets up every morning, goes out there, feeds and waters all the birds. Usually collects eggs in the afternoon, but he does a good job. He's got how many birds do you have right now?
I think around 30, more or less. Take a few.
Mm-hmm. What breeds are you raising right now?
I'm raising Buff Orpingtons and Nankins. They're little bantams.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting times.
Those are words that I've never heard before. So
yeah, right. So a Buff Orpington is about a 10 to 12 pound bird. And the Nankin is less than 1 pound. Well, it's about a pound.
Like 16 ounces.
16 ounces, yeah. So he's got giant birds and little bitty birds. So because MJ started, the chick chain is, and that's what we're here to talk about today. The chick chain is where 4-Hers, any kid that's out there that's in the 4th through the 12th grade can be a part of 4-H. And then if you're a 4-H member, you can participate in the chick chain. So they sign up for either 12 chicks or 25 chicks, and this year we're raising red stars, and MJ can tell you about the red stars in a minute. But the chicks will arrive in April, the first or second week of April, and then our show. They take care of them all summer, and then September the 19th of this year is our show, and they'll bring back their best birds, their 3 best birds to the show. And they compete for prizes and awards, and then at the end of the show, we auction off each of the kids auctions off their top 3 birds, and then that money goes back to the 4-Hers.
Okay. Why is it called chick chain?
Well, the origins of the chick chain used to be that someone bought any kid that would sign up could get chicks, and then they just had to bring them back to the sale, and then the sale would pay for the next year's birds, and so that no one ever had to pay for the birds.
Okay.
So it was a chain.
Mm-hmm.
Like this year would pay for next year's participants. That actually stopped when I took over the program, so you can blame me, folks. But
I never knew that.
The reason was because people weren't showing up for the sale, and if you don't have birds to sell, then there's no money to pay for the next year's birds. So I really got tired of trying to track people down that didn't show up, and so we just said, hey, look, we're just gonna we get a discount from McMurray Hatchery is who we use. They give us a really good discount on the birds. So the kids are able to just buy them. If they don't want to come to the show and the sale, they don't have to, and we're not out anything for the 4-H program. And this way, all the money goes back to the kids.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
that's why it's called Chick Chain. But the reason we kept the name was because people knew what that was.
Exactly. So this year it's Red Stars, but have there been other breeds in the past few years?
There have been. My first year, they started with Buff Orpingtons. That's how I got into those. And then second year I did was Red Stars, and then we did Americanas. They have those like fluffy little beards.
And blue eggs. They laid the blue eggs.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But the years prior to that, we've done
we've done
ones.
barred rocks, black australorps, the mystic onyx, which was an all black bird, and the Asian black was another one. So those were some. We've always tried to let the kids pick the bird. There's a list that the hatchery gives us to choose from, and the kids vote on it. They actually make motions and vote and debate on which breed they're going to go with. And so the kids pick it. So if last year it was a 100% everybody wanted to do the Americanas, and this year it was almost a unanimous vote to do the Red Stars. The Red Stars are great. They are probably my favorite of all the chick chain bird breeds to choose from. They are probably my favorite because they are really, really good producers of eggs, and they also grow fast. So the kids can literally, the reason I love this project is the kids get those little 2 or 3 day old baby chicks, and before the end of the year, by the end of the project, those chicks have become mature females that are laying eggs. And so they get to see from chick to laying eggs in one season. And I think that's pretty cool. It keeps them excited.
Yeah. So for those listening out there who may have kids who would be possibly interested in participating in the 4-H chick chain, how do they do that? How would somebody get involved if they've never done it before?
If you want to get involved, you go to rutherford.tennessee.edu, and you can order your birds. And our next poultry meeting is March 9th, and we're going to be talking about how to set up brooders and take care of your chicks when you get them. So if you want to do that, make sure to come to that meeting.
And that's something that anyone that's interested could come to that meeting. And if they want to learn how to set up a brooder, is what MJ is talking about. That's how we keep the chicks safe and warm and let them grow when they're babies. Like normally the mother would just fluff out her wings and sit on them and keep them warm. Right. Well, we don't have the mothers in our pens with them, so we have our brooder, and we use heat plates, which give radiant heat to the chicks. And it's safer than a heat lamp, but some people still use heat lamps. But anyway, you're protecting those babies when they're most vulnerable, when they're chicks. And we're going to talk all about that at our next 4-H meeting. So anyone that's out there that's listening can contact the 4-H office. All of our meeting dates for the Poultry Club are listed on the website, and they can sign up through the extension office and then come to those meetings.
So do you have to have like 15 acres of land to have chickens?
No, you do not. You don't even really need 1 acre of land. You just need to have a safe little area to keep your birds in. But you do not want to put your chicks outside right when you get them. You need to have the brooders.
That's a very key point. In the city of Murfreesboro, there are some regulations. Inside the city limits of Murfreesboro, I believe the last time I looked, you were limited to, it was either 6 or 8 birds total. So that's it. No roosters. Roosters are outlawed. Only outlaws will have roosters in the city of Murfreesboro. In the county, you need to look at your neighborhood. If you're in a neighborhood, you may have some restrictions or covenants in your neighborhood. Most homeowners associations, if your neighborhood has a homeowners association, most homeowners associations prohibit the keeping of backyard poultry. But check with your neighborhood. One piece of advice that I would give every person out there that's thinking about getting chickens is go and talk to your neighbors ahead of time and say, hey, and take your kid.
Yeah.
This little kid, my child, wants to do chickens. Would you please let them? We'll bring you some eggs when we get there. But most people are afraid of smells and flies and things like that. I do not think that 6 or 8 or 10 chickens in the backyard are not going to be a problem. You can build those little portable chicken tractors and just move them around your yard so they can scratch in the grass and eat bugs, fertilize your yard as you move them around. There's all sorts of ways that you can keep them. MJ, are your chickens what's called free ranging? Are they just out running around, or what do you have?
I do not free range my chickens. We have tried that before, and they all got eaten because we have all the kinds of predators. We keep ours just in our barn, safe, tucked away.
Yep. So that requires some extra cleaning, which isn't fun. But the free ranging where the birds are just out in the yard walking around, they're not as hard to clean up after. MJ has his confined. Ours, we do that to protect them. We have neighbors' dogs are number one predator, and then also coyotes and red-tailed hawks and great horned owls, raccoons, possums. Everything loves to eat chicken, just like we do.
Of course, yeah.
That's right.
And they even the owls even like to get into barns. Didn't I see a video of that?
Yes,
from you last
you
year?
did. That's right. Yes, it flew right through on the window to eat ours. So, yep, everything is out there to get the chickens. So we want to protect them as best we can.
So I know the chickens are going to be distributed on April the 13th.
The week of April 13th. Mm-hmm.
So if somebody wants to get involved in this from the get-go, when do they need to start?
The registration is open now.
Okay.
I texted the 4-H agent to see how many were left. We have about 15 kids signed up, and I think we bought enough chicks to do 25 kids. So the last time I checked, there was about 10 spots left. So we will stop. We have our cutoff is at the end of March.
Okay.
Or when the chicks run out. So right now we have about 10 spots left. But people need to call the extension office now if they are interested in registering. Again, you can go to, what's the website, MJ?
Rutherford.tennessee.edu.
Good job.
All right. Very good. Anything else we need to know?
Red stars are pretty cool because you're able to tell their gender when they're born by a little black dot on the male's heads. So if you buy these red stars, you're most likely going to get all hens.
That's right.
Females.
Which is big. That's very important.
Yeah, you don't want any dots.
Yeah,
right?
No dots. We don't want any dots. Now, every now and then a rooster will sneak through there, but we pay a little extra to quote unquote guarantee that we are receiving females, which is key for those that are interested in having eggs. Yeah. Yes. Good point, MJ.
Well, very good. We'll put the podcast up, and when we do, I'll put a link to the website, of course, and all of that good information coming up. So
this is one of the best ways to introduce kids to animal husbandry and responsibility. And the great thing is if you're in this project and the kids are like, I don't want to do this anymore, it is easy to rehome those birds. So it's a good project to get started with.
Okay.
Yep.
So hopefully you're not getting any extra birds, MJ, right?
Hopefully.
He'll take them all. He'll
sure
take
he
them
would.
all, yeah.
Well, it's good to have you both here today. Thanks for coming in, and your day out of school, and you're here. I mean,
well, thank you for
that's dedication.
Thank you for WGNS continued support of the 4-H program in Rutherford County. We really appreciate you.
Very glad to do that. Michael Shirley joining us today, and his son MJ, who are part of the 4-H Poultry Club.
Yep, Poultry Club. Yeah, that's it.
I was thinking, does that sound right? But Chick Chain is what we've been talking about here this morning. And again, we'll have details up on the podcast here shortly. Stay with us, more to come.
SRM Concrete is the largest ready-mix producer in the country, yet is still family-owned and operated. Locally grown, nationally known, SRM delivers unmatched quality and service. You called, we haul. We're SRM Concrete.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at both our Murfreesboro and Smyrna locations, family owned and operated since 1989.
In retirement, it's all about income. Your money, making money, and you're not spending down your principal. That's the way we do it at Retirement Income Solutions. So if you're spending down your principal, or your money's not making money, keeping you ahead of inflation, solution, check us out today at risolutions.net, risolutions.net. And make sure to join us Saturdays at noon and Sunday afternoons at 1 for Retirement Income Solutions Radio with Nathan Cox and Lindsay Cotter.
Looking for great deals on name brand clothing, furniture, and more? Visit the Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street across from the tall downtown NHC building in Murfreesboro. Our competitive prices and quality selection make it easy to find exactly what you need. And here's the best part, 100% of your purchase supports Greenhouse Ministries, helping over 70 families a day. When you shop at the Garden Patch, you're not just getting a deal, you're making a difference. The Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street in Murfreesboro.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
When illness or injury turns everyday moments into uphill battles, there are medical professionals who step in with skill, compassion, and unwavering dedication. My name is Joey P. I'm CEO of Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, and we are proud to highlight this month's MMC Heart for Healing recipient.
We recognize Dr. Sean Horwitz, a surgeon at MMC, whose reputation is built on as much his heart as it is his hands. Dr. Horwitz makes every patient feel like his priority. Whether performing complex robotic surgery or providing life-changing breast care, he combines elite technical precision with a rare, compassionate touch that truly defines him. Dr. Sean Horwitz, our MMC Heart for Healing.
If a doctor, nurse, or medical professional has made a difference in your life, tell WGNS. Help us recognize the medical heroes in our community by nominating them for the MMC Heart for Healing Award, and help us recognize the medical heroes in our community.
New investment accounts for children are rolling out in 2026, and they're officially being dubbed Trump accounts. A Trump account is essentially a special type of traditional IRA for a child, one that an adult opens and manages until the child turns 18. The account holds investments, usually low-cost index funds, and grows tax-deferred until funds are withdrawn under standard IRA rules. All children under 18 are eligible for an account, but only those born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028 will receive a one-time $1,000 seed contribution into the account. After that, parents, family members, employers, and even charities can contribute up to $5,000 per year until the child turns 18. The accounts aren't meant to replace 529 plans or custodial accounts, but they are a new tool families can use alongside existing options. For more, check out Bankrate. I'm Stephen Cates.
WGNS Action Line, talking with Rutherford County newsmakers about what matters most to you. Weekday mornings at 8:10 on News Radio WGNS. CBS Radio News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Cammie McCormick. There are some new developments in the Nancy Guthrie case. CBS News correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti has the latest from Tucson.
The sheriff who I spoke with saying they are tracking down several significant leads. The first one being the clothing that we have seen the suspect wearing in that chilling surveillance video. The sheriff confirming that investigators have now been working with Walmart at local stores, reviewing surveillance video from those stores here in the local Tucson area. We're also told that they are looking at Walmarts in other neighboring states as well. The belief right now is that all of the clothing, including the backpack and even the face mask, all came from the same retailer.
Savannah Guthrie posted another video saying it is never too late to do the right thing. An unusual trial is beginning in Georgia. Colin Gray is charged with murder and manslaughter. He's the father of the teenager accused of opening fire at a high school. The judge has been giving the jury instructions.
Keeping him from talking to anybody about testimony that's taking place in the court.
Prosecutors say Gray gave the weapons to his son despite warning signs. CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi.
This is a cautionary tale for other parents out there that are buying their children's guns, that are aware that their child has potentially mental health issues.
2 students and 2 teachers were killed in the shooting at Appalachia High School. The NAACP and other organizations are asking a judge to protect personal voter information that was seized by the FBI at a Georgia warehouse. Michael Toscano reports.
Several civil rights organizations are asking a federal judge to bar the federal government from using the data for purposes other than the criminal election interference investigation cited in the search warrant. They say Georgia residents entrusted the state with sensitive personal information when they registered to vote, and the federal seizure of ballots and other election documents from the Fulton County Elections Hub breached privacy protections.
Some partiers in New Orleans showered federal agents with beads a little too aggressively during a Mardi Gras parade. A police statement says all riders on Float 32 of the Crew of Thoth parade were removed yesterday. Katie Weiss reports.
This is a Tier 1 event. That's the highest security rating that an event can receive because of the terror attack that happened a little over a year ago. And so there are lots of federal agents that are here in the Big Easy that normally wouldn't be. And already twice now, there have been 2 different parades where flow riders have gotten in trouble and removed from the parade because of their aggressive throwing of beads.
The markets are closed today for President's Day. This is CBS News.
Join Adriana Diaz and Kelly O'Grady for the perfect start to your weekend. Ease into your Saturday with CBS Saturday Morning on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
German police have discovered the mummified body of a 100-year-old woman in the home that she shared with her 82-year-old daughter. A new study finds many children who need mental health treatment are not getting it.
Researchers found in 1 in 5 U.S. households, parents believe their kids need mental health treatment.
And then of those households, about 25% reported an unmet need.
Study author Alyssa Burnett at the Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare Institute says the numbers are troubling.
For it to be persistent over time, especially given different policies that are supposed to increase access to care, was a bit concerning.
The study found the burden is even greater for households with a single parent and multiple children. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
The White House shared a post this morning for President's Day showing President Trump on the cover of Time magazine with the caption, "I was the hunted, now I'm the hunter." I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
I happened to glance up, and the clear sky was gone.
Coast to coast, all night, every night.
All I could see was something round and black.
On WGNS, AM, FM, online.
Join me, Speedy, Adler, and Greg for the Rick Burgess Show on WGNS.
The Rick Burgess Show, weekdays 11 to 2 on News Radio WGNS. Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
We're back here at 10:35. That's your national news check. We've got local news, all kinds of information coming up. This is Rutherford Issues, and we're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, who remind us that better communication leads to better service. Keep your contact info current at mte.com so you never miss an update on billing or local outages. What do we have? We still need to do our salutes and everything. Today was Upsy Daisy Out of Order Day, right? You didn't know that? So It's all good. Katina Barrett today has been selected as the SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for greeting every client over at Provac with a smile and unwavering poise that makes everybody feel truly valued, all while navigating personal challenges with remarkable grace. Katina Barrett today, the recipient of flowers from Jenny Harrison and everybody at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and WGNS Radio. So our congratulations go out to Katina. And if you know someone like Katina who should be the SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day, just text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. 615-893-1450. Or you can just go to wgnsradio.com/goodneighbor. Either way, and nominate someone as Good Neighbor of the Day. SRM Concrete is proud to salute our good neighbors each and every day, poured by SRM Concrete. And even though they're nationally known but locally grown, they never stop honoring the neighbors who build up Rutherford County with their service. That's SRM Concrete. Well, today we saluted birthdays, or had birthday folks who were celebrating on the 16th of February, and it just so happens to be Charles Crockett, who was the birthday club winner today. So congratulations, Charles, and enjoy the banana pudding that is headed your way from Slick Pig Barbecue. They're over at 1920 East Main Street.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
CBS Money Watch.
One lot of Tippy Toes brand apple pear banana puree baby food has been recalled because a sample contained elevated levels of patchoulin. No illnesses have been reported so far, according to the Food and Drug Administration. The 2026 Toy Fair is underway in New York. Among the brands unveiling new products are Lego with its new Smart Play Star Wars sets, and Mattel, which showed off new lineups of Hot Wheels and Masters of the Universe figurines. The Toy Fair kicked off on Valentine's Day at the Javits Center and runs through Tuesday. And Wuthering Heights toppled the domestic box office, racking up nearly $35 million through Sunday. I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Thanks, Jesse. Markets are closed today for President's Day.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Well, let's take a peek outside, shall we, for those watching on Big G TV. That's the view right across the street from us here at WGNS with the tall NHC building. Beautiful blue skies out there. 51 here, but we're at 54 at the airport, 51 at the Smyrna airport. So we may be running a little hot there at the Murfreesboro airport, but we'll just have to wait and see about that. But let's see if we're going to be running hot in terms of the weather this week. There are some things to like about the forecast, and there are some things not to like. So let's jump right into it.
Well, Brian, it looks like skies will become mostly sunny here for this afternoon. We'll see high into the mid-60s, and winds will be rather calm. Then for tonight, partly cloudy with a low near 43. Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 68 degrees. And Wednesday, we'll see some cloud cover with a high around 69. Thursday, a slight chance for some rain. We'll see cloudy skies, high of 76 degrees. Friday, another slight chance for rain and storms, a high around 69. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thanks, Jennifer. And why don't we take a look at our Rutherford weather radar? And I've pulled up one of our forecast models here, and we're going to take it out to Thursday, the 19th. And Thursday, we see a few showers, maybe even a thunder shower or two. Here's 9 o'clock, looking like midnight as we go into Friday morning. Showers and thunderstorms are possible here in this extended forecast. And then, actually, on Friday, we see a few more coming in about Friday night into Saturday. This one is the one that kind of keeping an eye on here. This is Saturday morning at 3 a.m., 6 a.m. Looks like maybe just a few leftover showers. Oh, but then here comes yet another round for Saturday night into Sunday before finally moving on out. Now, after that, we kind of get in voodoo land, and it's not like this is exactly what's going to happen in terms of the forecast, but what I think our forecast model depicts is we have chances to see off and on rain. Some thunderstorms are possible, and when you get to this time of the year, you've just got to be cautious, especially when we warm up, and then it's, bringing in a cold front, because that cold air is still trying to win out. Above normal temperatures, yes, the next 6 to 10 days, next 8 to 14 days, a very good chance of above normal temperatures. And for the next 3 to 4 weeks, still a very good chance of above normal temperatures. So that takes us, on into March, right? So maybe it stays that way. We'll just have to kind of wait and see about that. I wouldn't give up totally on winter if you're a winter person. But I don't know, there's just something about out there today. It just felt a little more spring-like, smelled a little more spring-like. Have we turned the corner? Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But this is a great time. This is Severe Weather Awareness Week. We spent a little time talking about those things. And during Severe Weather Awareness Week, it's a good opportunity for you to get your plan together, know where you're going to go. It's also a good time to, where are we going to get our information? If this happens, if that happens. And Rutherford Weather wants to be there with you. So, do us a favor as part of your Severe Weather Awareness Week plans. Like, subscribe, or turn on notifications, or turn on notifications on our social platforms like YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram. And we post on those, especially, of course, Facebook, Facebook, X, and Instagram. We're live on the channel on YouTube and other places, but YouTube is great because maybe you start out and you're watching on the TV, but if there's severe weather, you need to go to your safe place. Well, you can watch on your phone. Keep up with everything. So check it out, RutherfordWX.com. We have links to all those social platforms, so that way you'll always be up to date on what's happening with local Rutherford County weather.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you.
Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Recycling isn't just about tossing materials in a bin, it's about knowing which materials are accepted. Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
True Blue Raider fans don't settle for just any gear. They shop at Raider Tees, specializing in Middle Tennessee apparel and accessories. No distractions, just pure Blue Raider pride. From t-shirts and hoodies to decals, stadium chairs, and exclusive designs you won't find anywhere else. We've got it all. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road right across from MTCS and gear up today. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here's some of the top stories that are impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Monday, February the 16th, 2026. Flu activity is climbing in Rutherford County, and health officials say the timing is typical for this point in the season. The Nashville-Murfreesboro-Franklin region now sits in a moderate flu zone, with about 5.2% of residents reporting influenza-like illnesses. As families move daily between Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and all across Rutherford County for work, school, and shopping, viruses move just as easily. That regional spread is even more visible in neighboring Coffee County, where illness-related absences dropped attendance below 90%, forcing multiple school closures. Officials there report a mix of flu, COVID, and strep circulating all at once. While Rutherford County schools have not reached that level of disruption, statewide flu-related outpatient visits have jumped to nearly 7%, and Tennessee remains among the highest flu activity states in the nation. Health leaders stress that it's not too late for flu or COVID vaccinations, noting this year's flu shot is a strong match and can still reduce severe illness and hospitalization. At the same time, a separate health concern is weighing heavily on Rutherford County families. Tennessee now ranks 5th nationally for overdose deaths among adults aged 35 to 44. Applying that rate locally suggests hundreds of lives lost each year in a fast-growing community like ours. Experts point to financial strain, caregiving pressures, chronic stress, and the continued presence of fentanyl in the drug supply as key drivers, underscoring the need for awareness and support across the region. A Rutherford County grand jury has indicted 24-year-old Jacob Taylor of Laverne on charges including aggravated rape of a child and multiple counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, following a joint investigation by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's Internet Crimes Against Children Squad, as well as Homeland Security investigations. Authorities say that the case stems from child sexual abuse material first uploaded in 2017. With investigators identifying Taylor as the alleged perpetrator. He was arrested by Rutherford County Sheriff's deputies just before 2 a.m. on February the 6th and booked into the Rutherford County Jail on a $75,000 bond, where he remains. The case sends a strong message across Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and all of the county about continued push to track down online exploitation, even years after the initial crime. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, police say that teamwork as well as technology helped to capture 2 suspected diesel fuel thieves wanted in multiple states. 36-year-old Franiel Aguero and 24-year-old Lloydell Leyva were taken into custody after license plate reader alerts tied their truck to thefts in Tennessee and Kentucky. Murfreesboro Police Lieutenant John Garrison says officers used unmarked units and drone equipped with thermal imaging to locate one suspect hiding in a wooded area. The arrests highlights how agencies across Middle Tennessee, including here in Rutherford County, are using advanced tools and coordinated efforts to protect businesses and residents. A baby food product sold in Tennessee, Kentucky, as well as 47 other states is being recalled over a potential health risk. And families across Rutherford County are urged to check their pantries. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration says Initiative Foods is recalling Tippy Toes brand apple pear banana fruit puree after elevated levels of patulin were detected. Patulin is a naturally occurring toxin produced by mold that can grow on fruit. With prolonged exposure, it may cause nausea, fever, headaches, nerve damage, and immune suppression. The recalled product carries a lot number 07174 with a best by date of July 17, 2026, and a package code INIA0120. Company CEO Don Epgrave says the company is cooperating fully with federal regulations. No illnesses have been reported, but retailers are pulling the product, and consumers should discard affected packages. At the same time, federal health officials are investigating a multi-state salmonella outbreak tied to Rosabella brand Moringa powder capsules sold online, including to customers in Tennessee. The outbreak involves Salmonella Newport and has sickened 7 people nationwide, with 1 confirmed case in Tennessee and 3 hospitalizations. Symptoms can include diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps, particularly dangerous for young children, older adults, and those with weakened immune systems. While no Rutherford County cases have been announced, health officials say consumers should check lot numbers and avoid using impacted products. That's all for now. For updates on these, as well as many more local news stories, you can check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, please leave